Buenos dias, muchachos y muchachas. I'm TychoCelchuuu, and this is a 2v2 Men of War Assault Squad 2. A lot of twos going on in here. It's between Sovereign and a guy, oh, I guess his name's Anthrax, and me, and somebody whose name I didn't get time to read before this loaded. So that's great. We're in the United States, obviously, and in the upper top of the screen, you can see at the scoreboard, it also shows us what our opponents are. They're German, so now we don't have to wait to find out what the opponents were like you did in the previous Men of War. There's this map, which it's a cool map in some ways and not a cool map in other ways. I really like everything about the map except how small it is and cramped, especially on the sides. I feel like there's basically no room to flank on the sides. You notice if I want to flank this point on the right here, I've got almost no room. He's collapsing the warehouse here. Nobody gets killed, although some people do get hit by some falling rebel. These things are shittily built, I gotta tell you, if they'll collapse from just one AT grenade. It's kind of a nice thing for people who spawn on our side. If I want to take this point and be aggressive and stuff and come up and assault my enemy like this, I have quite a bit of cover. I've got this big wall right here in front of me, walls on the right, and then these warehouses leading up to it. And obviously my opponent has cover too in the form of that wall, but that's my opponent's point right there. So giving me so much cover to approach it is pretty nice. Whereas this point on the right here, if my opponent wants to approach it, it's much easier for me to see them coming. So that's a nice thing for the map. I think it's sort of reversed on the left-hand side though, so not as easy for my ally to attack. It is kind of annoying that, yeah, it's very hard for me to flank around to the right of this point. There's that building right there, and then just like the edge of the map. So I have to basically attack it through the middle or through right down. I have to attack it right across from my point or from the middle, but attacking it from the middle is hard, obviously, because the middle is a wide open area. Anyone's going to see you coming. I'm trying to build some sandbags right now, but that's not really happening. And now it is happening. Stuff's happening. I had that guy, I think, standing there. Was that my guy or an ally's guy? I don't know. He's dead now. So my first assault really wasn't working. I was getting hit from two sides. My opponent had sight on me because he's in that building, which means I was being grenaded over that wall, and it's going to be tough for me to fight back against the opponent. I could, of course, chuck grenades over that wall also, but my units have to run further, and I have a longer reinforced thing. So now I'm just trying to see if I can stop it from capping. It gets to 100, and I don't stop it from capping, but then I luckily spot that guy right as this guy pulls out a grenade, so he swaps and he shoots the grenade over there, or throws the grenade over there. And that means I wiped out one of his two guys on the point, and now since I have two and he's got one, I'm capping the point. That was kind of dangerous to run over there, but looks like Douglas Gray lived. And I wanted Douglas Gray to scavenge the medical supplies from that dead guy so Douglas could survive. It's very important for me to keep people alive on this point so I can cap it. And it's working. Oh, but then I run Douglas away because I figure it's more important to keep him alive. And I guess my opponent has pulled out of the point, figuring he can't keep it capped and he's got to kill my dudes. So there we go. It's a good thing Douglas Gray repositioned. That's a very long timer on the grenade. Why is it such a long timer? Because it's TNT! It's dynamite! And that takes out that building. So my opponent, big fan of TNT dynamite today in this match. So here's an M8 Greyhound. I figured the M8, along with my ally's M20, which I think I realized to purchase, is going to give us what we need to take the middle, is my goal. I managed to decap this point on the right. That's TNT is dynamite! It blew that guy way the hell away. But it's going to be tough, I think, for opponents to get any good shots in on light vehicles in here, because there's just walls all around. So I figure the vehicles are pretty safe, but then I see a Panzer show up, so I run away. It's a Panzer III, so nothing much to worry about if we stay out of sight. It's a little weaker than like just a Panzer IV that could maybe just roll in and kill everything. So as long as we sort of keep a bit back, we should be good to go. But now that the M20 is here and the M8 is here, I figure the infantry is going to be suppressed enough for me to do some damage. My ally tells me to park the M8 behind the tower, which is what I'm trying to do right now. That Panzer III is pretty far away though, so I'm feeling more or less safe with my M8. The idea is maybe I'll run it over to the right, and maybe get some kills on some infantry with it over here, because the Panzer III is too far away to shoot me. And once I've sort of cleared out the right, I can reposition the M8 and maybe use it for some other stuff. Here I'm firing armor-piercing shells through the wall. That's a nice little trick if you know where the enemy infantry is, or even if you don't, you fire some shells through the wall and kill it. I see the Panzer III coming too late though, so I get a damaged hull, and that's the end of the M8, so that's pretty dumb. I think, on my part. I should have been more aware that the Panzer III wasn't really doing anything and could easily just hunt my M8 whenever it feels like it, so I should have been more aware for that and more prepared for when the Panzer III showed up. So, if you notice how the capping has gone, they only have 1 point in this game. Like one, if you look at the score in the middle, they have 1 point versus our 0. That's because I managed to keep that point on the right, basically decapped the entire time. For a moment they had it, then I decapped it. And also, having cleared out a lot of infantry on this point, now I'm able to crawl forward. Notice going prone is what's keeping my infantry alive here. If they had kept walking forward, things would have been bad. That guy grenades himself on the left, if you're watching my enemy. But I'm spreading out anyways, because I'm scared of grenades. And then I have the people with the Garands behind the sandbags that I set up in the middle, keeping me safe, and now I'm just really chucking grenades and getting some good fire in. We'll send Sherman in Un, says my ally, but then he corrects it to say soon, so we don't have to make fun of him for that. And this is going pretty well. I'm managing to take the middle point right as the enemies take the right point, so now they're still only at 1 point, and there's enough cover in here that my men are able to stay prone, and it looks like I'll even be able to scavenge some dead bodies for some stuff. So I'm liking how this is turning out, but oh no, it's a grenade. That was very slow reaction time on my part, but good enough. I get around the corner, which I think is the important thing. What is blowing up? A mine disposal expert just got blown up, and Car 98 sniper, by the way, if you've been watching the kill messages in the upper left, Car 98 sniper just killed somebody. It means our opponent, oh, it killed somebody else. So our opponent's got a sniper. That guy tossed the grenade back, badass. So I pick up some more grenades. Always a good choice. Yeah, grenades are going to be key to holding this point, because the way to keep infantry alive is to crawl forward and stay behind cover. You notice my opponent was not crawling forward and attacking this point, but the sniper is just picking off all my infantry that we have in the middle. Harold Smith I send in because he's got a Tommy gun, and also because the sniper is picking everybody off. You know what annoys me? It's very hard to crawl forward behind that thing without telling him to stand up, because if you have the little cover silhouette there, he'll just move into cover, and then that won't work. They have to stand up to throw grenades, and that's what's getting them killed, so that's good for me. I don't know why I had that Garand guy charge forward. So I saw the larger timer on that thing, and that means it's TNT, it's dynamite! And so I gotta get out of the blast radius, and I do get out of the blast radius when there's not a lot of rubble or anything to kill you, then you're good to go. This guy with the Tommy gun is a bit further than he ought to be, really, so I get him prone again. I did get some good damage in on them. So we still have the majority of the points capped. We're at 4 points versus their 1. I have Tony Rivera, who's from the M8, just hanging out here, and I'm like, you know, why don't I just take that fucking 50 cal and like go nuts? What'll happen if I do that? So I do that. I think I might have taken the wrong ammo for that gun, looking back. I'm not sure I realized that during this match, but there was 2 kinds of ammo on the M8, and I think the 50 cal doesn't take normal machine gun ammo. So yeah, I'm pretty much certain I took the wrong ammo on that 50 cal. It's got a big magazine though, so it shouldn't matter for a while, but yeah, that's bad. So now my ally Sherman is in the middle, providing some fire support. I guess I sort of need it because I'm down to 2 guys in the middle, and all my sort of support infantry have been picked off by that sniper and stuff. So them's the breaks. The trick is just to stay in cover so the sniper doesn't get you, but pop out enough so that you know when enemies are going to show up, and catch them before they get the grenade off. And that was just a nice shot from some guy with a rifle there, so that's bad. I'm going to have to refill the infantry in the middle soon if I don't want to lose it. Make some choice about what to do, and I also kind of want to take the right if I can. But really, we gotta hold the middle if we want to win this. So let's buy some more regular infantry to send them in. Because with the Sherman there, I figure, with the Sherman and the M20 there, I figure my ally will be able to clear out a lot of the infantry. And then when I send my own infantry in, I can just do what I've been doing so far, which is, you know, hide behind this stuff, throw some grenades. This guy, turns out crawling was not a great idea, so let's just get him out of there. But he's handy with the Tommy gun, and between him and the Sherman, we're cutting off some... Oh, but he gets picked off by the sniper, and I think I finally saw the sniper. Because if you look closely, you can tell who's shooting at you. They'll show up in the fog of war, so if you keep an eye out, you can see the sniper. So I think I've pointed it out vaguely where it is for my ally, and now it's time to rush in while the Sherman provides support. There's some TNT dynamite going in on the right. There's nothing there, amusingly, but... I guess it is clearing out some... Oh, it just killed a tank commander somehow. Maybe that wasn't there. Well, that fucking sniper's opening up on me now, so I need to just get prone. That guy refuses to get prone, it seems like. And he dies for his insolence. You die now. So that sniper's annoying me, but I could charge it with the M20. Yeah, the thing is, that's suicide. Probably a bad idea, right? The Panzer III is going to shoot you, right? And who knows what other shit they've got there. Oh no, that's grenade. Boom, you're dead. I should have run him slightly more to the right, because then he would have been behind one of the cylindrical things. Try to get the sniper. Yeah, so fairly static battle going on right here, but a lot of good infantry back and forth, and Sherman providing fire support. It's the Panzer III probably hasn't tried to take on the Sherman because really the Sherman can win that fight, not without too much trouble. Oh no, look, that's TNT, that's dynamite! No, it's not, it's a normal grenade. But yeah, I'd expect the Panzer III not to want to get into that fight. Looks like my opponent still has infantry here, so I'm gonna try and clear it out. Grenade. Grenade's indispensable. And that's TNT. That's dynamite! What's it gonna do? Boom! Takes out that whole fucking building, and two of my men hiding behind it, and then on the right, nothing happens. Why do they get mine disposal experts? What did they expect us to have mined? It's not clear to me what that is. What am I looking for? What am I doing over here? I think I'm looking for the guy with the heavy machine gun. There he is. He's got 60 rounds left in that. And I don't want him to look out over the middle because the sniper's just going to shoot him, so like whatever. Now I'm like, let's just buy SMG dudes. They're the only ones I really need. Look, that's some TNT. That's dynamite! You don't want to run towards that, buddy. I don't know how he sees that dude, but he fucking hates him, and he throws some dynamite on the wrong side of the wall. That dude can't run. He's too laden down with the 50 cal machine gun, but now all his cover's dead, so I'm like, fucking just run around or walk around, get behind those sandbags, and surprisingly, the opponent doesn't have like enough stuff looking out on the middle that does enough damage that kills me, probably because the Sherman's been clearing it out, and I'm good to go. And now that guy's firing his M8 machine gun. Cool, I never noticed that because I was too busy looting stuff, but he's really fucking up that barrel. Good show, man. Oh no, that's not him. That's the M20 of the Sherman. Damn. I was excited. But yeah, opponent's being pretty passive. What are they waiting for? Says my opponent. Fuck if I know, says me. You'll find out. Just keep watching this video and you'll find out. There will be plot twists as this video progresses. I promise. Things will happen. It's not going to be infantry throwing grenades at each other over pipes the entire match. There will be developments the likes of which your puny mind cannot even imagine unless you scrub forward in this YouTube video. But don't scrub forward because you'll miss all sorts of amusing anecdotes. For instance, I was driving yesterday to the store, from the store. I had driven to the store already. Nothing really happened on the drive to the store. I think I thought of something on the drive to the store, but I forgot what I thought because later I saw some stuff on the drive back from the store and I forgot whatever it is I was trying to think about. Drove to the store. No, back from the, well, I drove to I drove to one store, I parked, I went to, let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead and do the thing I told you not to do in the video. I was driving back from the store. This is about a 75-degree day, warm and sunny, in San Diego, and I saw a guy jogging with a hoodie and the hood up on the hoodie and like pants, so like he was pretty warm. But that's not the thing. What I saw was at the gas station there was like a serve yourself, or it's not called a serve yourself, but it's like one of the ideas you serve yourself. I saw one of those things. It was a dog wash station. It was new. They had just put it in. It was like a little shack basically with some hoses. I didn't get very close. I was driving back. The sniper's killing all my people. I was driving back and notice the arrangement of these sandbags, by the way, this little V shape protecting me from all the stuff on the left. It was like a dog wash station. I was parked and I looked to the left and it was like, yeah, help yourself. You had to pay money though at the gas station. A lady was walking by with a dog and I was like, go in, do it with your dog. But the dog looked pretty clean anyways and she didn't use it. And then the light turned green and I had to drive off. But that's where we're at. We have a drought right now in Southern California. And the mobile gas station, I think, just put in wash your own dog station, so whatever. So here's some airborne I buy. They're going to be the badass infantry. I hope we'll be able to fight on the right. I haven't really seen anything much on the right. I know my opponent's got machine guns and stuff behind those sandbags, but like I said before, there's a lot of cover going up there. I guess my opponent has blown up most of the cover thanks to his obsession with TNT, which is dynamite. But that still leaves a bit of stuff for my airborne to hide behind, plus they're fucking airborne. Oh, and I bought the M8 artillery piece, by the way, with my hero points, which is just a nice little thing, which I figure will blow up the sandbags and kill all the machine guns is my plan. I'm going to assault that place by blowing up all the machine guns with the M8, just like blowing the shit out of them, and then the airborne will come in, and they will save the day. Simultaneously, I mean. The airborne will scout and find the machine guns. They have sort of a shitty job, I'm going to be honest with you. So now I know who's shooting at me. The M8 can open up, and bam, the first shot on the M8 kills a guy. So already totally doing what it ought to be doing. And then I make my airborne people go prone, and the guy with the bar, the machine gunner in the airborne squad, is going to set up here so that I can have my own sort of defenses and also assault, because he'll have a fairly good view down onto there. And oh look, we're still fighting over here. Thank God for my ally Sherman, which is putting some... There's a lot of gunfire flying back and forth. Think of it. That's a messy place. Everyone's fucking dying. That guy's still alive. Good show, little man, Theodore Davis. You're a hero of the Soviet Union. But yeah, really happy with how my ally Sherman is working out here. I'm glad to have the fire support. Oh no, they got a grenade into the V of Victory. But the V of Victory served its purpose, because you dash out of the V of Victory and then back into the V of Victory. Notice also I carefully positioned the V of Victory so that I'd be able to cap the point while inside it. And the fucking wall is right in the way of my M8. So I'm like, well, I guess let's move this. My men not acquitting themselves too badly in this fight. The machine gunner firing at him, that's a machine gunner from the original infantry squad I bought way at the beginning of the game, so he's doing what you would expect him to do. Theodore Davis still doing some work. And yeah, keeping my opponent's machine gunner more or less pinned down, and the M8 has just got a shot. So there we go. I guess that didn't kill the sandbag, so I'll just reload. I'm getting nervous, LOL. Is the nervousness warranted? Wait and see. That one went a little wide. What's the worst that could happen? Maybe a panther tiger. Well, that's okay. That's probably right. That's probably the worst that could happen. So still a bunch of shit going down. Still a bunch of explosions. Theodore Davis still being a badass. The V of Victory is now the former V of former Victory. We could take it with a jumbo long barrel. If I had $1 for every time I heard that. But, oh, looks like Theodore Davis just bit it. But, yeah, I think there's a seagull making some noise near me. You probably can't hear that on the microphone. It's not that good a microphone. But if you can, that's a fucking seagull. Seagulls lately these days at about, between 6 a.m. and 6:30 a.m., they've been having some fucking committee meetings by the dumpster outside my apartment. It's been, seagulls can make a wide variety of noises at a wide variety of volumes. I know, it's like I'm fucking fighting two fronts here. My ally, meanwhile, his contribution to this appears to be to have a Sherman that's been idle in the middle of the entire game. But whatever. Am I pulling more than my weight? I don't know. You tell me. I'm managing to attack 2 points simultaneously. Anyways, so yeah, a lot of seagulls. Oh, and it's the fucking artillery. Here it goes. If you don't know what that red smoke, I will provide tank support. You do imp. Well, thanks. You get the easy job. Yep, you just right-click with your tank and hope somebody... So if you don't know what that red smoke artillery bullshit is all about, go watch one of my previous Men of War Assault Squad 2 videos. It's called Smoke 'em If You Got 'em, I think, where you'll definitely learn what's up with those radio operator fucking pieces of shit. I feel like I can't play a game of Assault Squad 2 these days until, without, like, at some point, a radio operator just showing up and fucking everything up. Like, that's just... Every game seems to eventually devolve into that bullshit. It's like, look, I still really like this game. This is a really amazing game, no question about that, but I don't like the radio operator. There should not be a radio operator in this game, I don't think. It just doesn't work. I would change the way the radio operator works, but I'll stop whining about that. And fuck, shit, I was about to say, no, I'm not going to stop whining. Look at this bullshit. Jesus. Like, how can that even it's so annoying. And look, more. Okay, look, let's just fucking overkill. Let's blow apart this blasted wasteland where nobody is. Because, like, why? Because it's painless to us. We can just pop fucking flares wherever we want. Kaboom, kaboom. Oh, look, you want that M8 still alive? Doesn't matter, it's dead. At least we're capturing the middle. So we have 29 points now. That one airborne dude is actually capturing this point on the right, which is nice. This guy is throwing a grenade at him, but it looks like I'll be able to get out. I'm just surprised the airborne guy hasn't killed yet by crossfire. He's capping that point, though. You go, Tony Campbell. Tony the Tiger. Rawr. King of the jungle. And it's Panzer III. Hey, look. That thing that they're finally using. This Panzer III comes out of retirement to kill light vehicles. However you say light vehicle killer in German is probably what the crew have named that Panzer III. Leichte Panzer. They say killer auf Deutsch. Killer in German. Schützen. Shooter. I don't know. Hey, look, it's people. Oh no, it's TNT, it's dynamite! He's not running far enough. He's dead anyways. Well, that was a very thorough way to kill that airborne guy, it seems like. So I'm like, well, that worked pretty well. Let's do that again, except with double the badass. Because if Rangers are badass, then, or sorry, if airborne are badass, then Rangers are double badass. And if an M8 howitzer worked once, then it'll work again, except this time the fucking corpse of the M8 is blocking, or M20 is blocking where I want to go, but that's okay because my opponent destroyed like all the cover, which means my M8 can now park itself sort of farther to the left, and there's nothing to stop it from hitting. So we're at 39 points. They're at 1, not looking so bad, but now they're taking that point. That'll only bring them up to parity, though. Notice we still have that point on the right. Decap, clear out the mid, then I will send infantry. Yeah, see, my allies got the Sherman there, and that's all the support I've really gotten. So I don't want to send my infantry in to die. I want to save them so that I'll be able to send more people onto the point, because when I do a suicide rush to the point and everybody dies, it takes longer to cap the point, and I'm less likely to hold the point. I can get Calliope if we want. Yeah, I'm not, we don't really need any artillery at this point. I mean, it would be nice, really, to clear all this infantry over here out in one fell swoop, but I figure my Rangers plus the M8, they'll be able to do the damage. Do the dirty deeds, done dirt cheap, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about killing the thing. Anyways, here's some fucking smoke. So let's move out of smoke, and also if you're watching the kill messages on the upper left, you'll know that something just wiped out my ally's Sherman, and specifically it was a tiger, a veteran tiger, not just any tiger. This tiger is Michael fucking Whitman, if you know what I mean. He's been around the block enough times, sucked a couple dicks, etc., whatever it is the tiger crews do. So now we're in a wee bit of trouble, because one of the weaknesses of this map is going to start asserting itself, namely that you can't fucking flank. And here's some fucking artillery, Jesus! I'm not sure why my opponent thought I would sort of stop in no man's land where that artillery would hit me. Meanwhile, more artillery on the right fucking kills my M8. Fuck artillery flares, fuck artillery operators, fuck all this fucking bullshit. Right in the neck. Fuck it all. So, it's going to be really tough to flank that tiger, because you can't get around the flanks. It's going to be, I'm going to say, basically like impossible to charge the tiger. This guy's got a sweet-ass M1943 Johnson machine gun. I'm going to look that shit up on Wikipedia. One moment. M1943 Johnson. Oh, 1941 Johnson. It was an American short recoil operated semi-auto rifle. Wait, this is just the M1 carbine? I don't know. Johnson LMG. I guess there was an LMG. Well, oh, here we go. M1941 Johnson machine gun. Recoil operated 19... Yep, so this was a thing. They sold them to the U.S. Army and the Marine Corps, which explains why the Rangers have them. So it's kind of a cool gun. I guess that was my machine gunner for the Ranger squad then. Probably shouldn't have sent him so far forward. I should have sent Todd Turner. No, Todd Turner's got an LMG too. I guess a lot of the Rangers come with LMGs. Badass Rangers. So here's the recoilless rifle. I'm trying to load the Ranger up with as much recoilless rifle stuff as possible. I think I was alt-tabbed reading Wikipedia. Or no, now is when we notice it. See, here's the King Tiger. King Tiger knocking out my allies whatever the fuck tank that he bought to fight the German armor. Not gonna happen. Allied armor not gonna fight the German armor on this match. That's it. Pershing, which is now having to retreat. So we're in big trouble. We now have a Tiger and a King Tiger to deal with. The United States has almost nothing that can penetrate the frontal armor of a Tiger and a King Tiger, with the exception of like the Pershing gun, really heavy AT guns, maybe the Jumbo Sherman gun, but you have to get lucky, and frankly anything that can shoot at them is within range of getting shot back by them, and has much weaker armor, which means you're fucked if you try. My opponent has managed to get enough infantry into the middle, plus some fucking massive tanks, to make it very difficult for me to capture the middle. My opponent has captured the right back too. It's not clear to me which opponent, have I been fighting two people in the middle the entire time, or one person? And who has it been, if it's been one person? The person on the left, the person on the right? I should have been watching the kill messages. In any case, it's Sovereign doing all the work right now. So this is looking kind of not tremendous in terms of how things are going to go for us. Like, what do we do? What do you do? My usual MO for dealing with heavy tanks is like knock out a tread or something, sneak behind him and blow him up with AT grenades or bazookas. Losing it. Yeah, thanks, you're losing your fucking point. What am I, what do I do about that? Like, I'll just send in some stuff to get shot by the Tiger. That's a great idea. I'll buy a big tank, and the big tank will get shot by the Tiger. That's not how I roll. If you watch my videos, you know that's not how I roll. I can take Tiger, not King. You can't take fucking anything. But, yeah, my usual MO is like maybe knock out the treads, maybe draw it far forward, in any case flank it, hit it with a bazooka or an AT grenade or something, maybe set it on fire with the flamethrower. That's the sort of way I like to knock out heavy tanks. That's really tough on this map. There's no real reason to drive too far forward with the tanks, because the wide open middle means the tanks can cover it by standing back, and once you've got the middle, then you've got 3 of the 5 points, so you're ticking up. So with no room to flank the enemy tanks and no way to draw them in to get easily flanked, is this the end for our intrepid United Statesians? Tune in literally right now as I'm talking to find out. There's my machine gunner dead. Just because that Tiger was trying to knock out the already dead Sherman. Where's the justice in that, I ask you? What is the justice? And I'm looking through trying to figure out what the fuck can I even buy? Like, what is there I can purchase to kill these tanks? Like, do I buy a shit ton of Shermans and then I drive them forward, and like while they're busy shooting the Shermans, my ally drives the Pershing up, and then like the Pershing shoots them, or they shoot the Pershing while the Shermans get behind them? Because I'm trying to get close enough to these tanks to kill them, and something without wheels doesn't seem like it's going to be able to get close enough. It's just going to be spotted like 10 hours before it even gets like within 10 feet. So I don't know. Things are looking pretty dire, and I guess I'm buying a lot of infantry because I feel like I should be spending my points on something, and the infantry are the only thing that's going to be able to potentially take these points. And if I can clear out some of the enemy infantry and get some space, then once the infantry is all in position, it'll be easier to flank these tanks. But I don't know. So I buy a big heavy AT gun. I think I accidentally bought a howitzer though. You're supposed to buy the M5 if you want to buy the nice AT gun, but I bought the one tick above the M5, which is a howitzer. Todd Turner, since he's got the recoilless rifle, his job is just to hide until until the Tigers show up with King Tiger. So he's on hold fire. That truck, I guess, came with the artillery. The artillery somehow detached itself. I'm not sure it's supposed to do that. Oh fuck! Run, little Howard. Run, Todd Howard, the ancestor of Ron Howard. And yeah, so I guess it detached itself from the truck. I'm not sure why my M8, I think for a moment I thought the M8 was the AT gun, and so I was shooting, but it's like, whoop, turns out no. So it looks like he knocked out the track on the Tiger. My ally is suggesting, knocked out the other track too. So there's this AT gun I thought I bought, but it's actually a artillery piece. So that's actually not going to do fucking shit to either of these things. My ally is saying the artillery operators have the only chance to kill these heavy tanks. It's not clear to me that artillery can penetrate heavy tanks like this, but at this point, number one, I don't see any other options. Number two, my ally's suggesting it. Number three, my fucking opponent won't quit it with this fucking bullshit artillery. Jesus fucking Christ, why is all this stuff coming in from everywhere? I don't like this smoke. And look what I've had to resort to. I've had to compromise my morals and my integrity, and I've had to buy my own radio operator. I feel dirty like a pig. is dirty after it's been in mud, not after it's been in the bathtub or something. Pigs can get quite clean. There's nothing inherently filthy about a pig. Some people have cute little pigs as pets, and they're no dirtier than you or I or your mother. They're probably much cleaner than your mother. Here's my artillery piece I bought on accident. Look at that. Yeah, pretty impressive. Boom. Good thing that's not what I need at all. I realized my mistake at about this point when I'm like, why is it shooting HE? Oh, that's why it's shooting HE. And now it's fucked. That's exciting. It just got basically double teamed by the Tiger and the King Tiger. The King Tiger now knocking out the fucking Pershing from a huge distance away, which is how this works. They've got some big guns on those things. I'm not sure why I'm still bombarding this thing. Somehow I just killed 3 of my infantry without noticing. That's really unfortunate. Anyways, I have my radio operators. Philip Henderson is the radio operator. I'm hotkeying him and all his little buddies. This is looking a little dire, if you know what I mean. And SMG infantry Randy Foster is a guy who came with the radio operator, and in retrospect it was risky to shoot those people because he was in the same bush as the radio operator. I've figured it out. We surrender. Yeah, like I'm low on solutions, but at this point it's creep forward with a radio operator, pop some smoke on those enemy tanks, and hope it works. And oh shit, the tread is repaired on the Tiger, so now it's moving. And whoa, something's been shooting the King Tiger because that King Tiger is going too far forward, and the tread has been knocked out. I think by my allies Pershing is what's been doing it. No, the tread hasn't been knocked out. The crew has been injured. So here's Ted Turner's chance to shine. He runs forward with his recoilless rifle, fires it. I think he impacts and nothing happens, and then he dies. But that was pretty courageous, you have to admit. If I'd tried that in real life, I would have crapped my pants 6 times first, and that would have helped me run faster. But yeah, they're really getting cocky at this point, it seems like, with the tanks. Like, look at this fucking Tiger. I mean, granted, they're getting themselves a Pershing with it. Like, a Tiger just got just knocked out the Pershing, but then he drove too close, and he's dead. He got knocked out by a slugger. My opponent got. So don't do that with your heavy tanks. You could have had this good to go, but you drove way too close. And this King Tiger, doing the double stupid, is showing its side to us. And so now my M5, it did knock out their slugger, but now my M5 is getting some really good side hits, and I'm aiming for the engine, and boom, the engine is damaged on the King Tiger. Really good there. So now it's in deep shit. It's in the middle of the map, which is potentially a place I can attack it. It does waste my M5, so we've paid for this. We've lost a Pershing. I think maybe we lost the slugger, or at least the slugger got hurt, but we took out a Tiger, and and we lost the M5, but we took out a Tiger, and we've immobilized the King Tiger, and fuck! It's a Yag Panther. So these guys are fans of the heavy tanks, if you know what I mean. I just mean that. I mean they're fans of heavy tanks. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. My radio operator, look at the range on these fuckers. 55 meters. And I can shoot some flares. Like, look at that. So, there's the plan. Boop. Thump. Got some artillery coming in on the Tiger. On the King Tiger. See how it does. It overshot a bit. The accuracy is not so great at 55. It's not pinpoint is what I mean. The accuracy is pretty good. So I take another track out. That's pretty good. Also killed one of the guys trying to repair it, but that didn't do it. My ally's like, again, I don't think you needed to tell me to do it again. I wasn't going to just stop and roll over and die, okay? If the first volley doesn't do it, obviously you try another volley. But here we go. Let's see how it goes. 54 meters. Thump thump. And shit, it's a Goliath. Shit, shit, shit. Everybody run. Everybody run. Everybody shoot also. Everybody shoot. Track damaged. I don't know what did that. What did do that? I don't know. I still don't know. Turret damage, so this stuff is working. Goliath kills literally nobody, which is kind of amusing. I think the radio operator just died. Keep going. Working on it's like, yes, that's my plan. I'm going to keep going. No, the radio operator didn't die. I ran him away when the Goliath showed up. Look, it's a Panzer III fucking annoying me. What do I do about this? Let's buy a Sherman. Because remember, the King Tiger can't turn its thing, and the Super Pershing just got knocked out on my ally, thanks to the Yog thingy. This is good timing, by the way. Right as I buy my Sherman, my opponent bought a scout car, so that scout car is fucked. Boom! Yeah, and now this Panzer III is fucked. Right? Or is that a Panzer II? Kind of looks like a Panzer II, but it's gotta be the Panzer III. Yeah, that's a Panzer III. And yeah, Sherman's doing some really good penetrations there. I do have to worry about the Jagdpanther, but whatever. So now, again, oh, I guess the radio operator died and I picked up his little flare gun. So that's even more bullshit, that you can take the flare gun. My ally just lost a whole bunch of shit to the Jagdpanzer. Finally, the Panzer III is knocked out, it looks like. And we have more artillery coming in on the King Tiger. How's it gonna work? Boom! Hull destroyed! Finally, a lucky hit on that, and I'm breathing a sigh of relief. So that's 2 of the 3 heavy tanks down, and thank God, track damaged on the Jagdpanzer. It kills the Slugger, though, which is kind of bad. But now things are looking pretty good, because this Jagdpanzer has also driven way too far forward. I don't know what the fuck the plan was with that, but these guys are not so good with these heavy tanks that they love so much, because now it's a sitting duck. It can't even turn, and my Sherman, the plan is just to walk straight the fuck up and kill it, cap it in the back of the head, execution style. Unfortunately, they're at 90 points and we're at 42, and I don't realize this at this point. I'm just so focused on killing all these fucking heavy tanks that I'm like, well, let's kill these and wipe these out first. And then, yes, fucking track damage on the Stug, and now everything's coming up roses. My Sherman can now kill both of them. Yes, hull destroyed, and we're good to go. Stug down. So I'm like, sweet, game is ours. There's no way they're coming back from a Stug, a Jagdpanzer, a King Tiger, and a Tiger fucking killed. Especially when I got a fair amount of points left to win. Yeah, then I look up at the points and I'm like, well, shit, 95. I better cap some of these points pretty fast. And it looks like they have enough residual infantry to put up a fight, which is annoying. I was hoping just to roll in and sort of do a victory parade like in Paris or whatever, but that's not happening. I'm getting shot up as I try this, and it fucking smoke! God damn, smoke! I'm not making it over here. There's some machine guns over here, so I do have guys over here, but oh no, fucking there's enemy infantry on this point too, and they're at 98 points, and we're at 42. If we can't take these points, we're gonna lose. They're gonna win! Oh my god! Oh my god! We've taken the point in the middle, but then they're taking it back, and shit, I gotta buy more assault infantry, so 99, we're gonna lose. So, we almost had this.